industry representatives, MSME entrepreneurs, experts and participants gathered here today. We are delighted to have you with us for the stakeholder meeting on electronic sector under the Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance. Today, meeting aims to discuss the opportunities, challenges and strategic interventions for promoting domestic manufacturing and import substitutions in the electronic sector. Thank you all for your valuable presence. May I kindly invite all the distinguished guests to the stage and request them to take their seats for the commencement of the program. Srimati Geeta Bachu ma'am, Manager of the Telangana Trade Promotion Corporation, and Professor Prasad Sir Garu from the Department of Designing from the IIT, and Srimati Sridevi ma'am Garu from Director of Jagadeesh Pvt. Rajesh, Exim Consultant, Sir, to deliver the welcome address. I request the speaker to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning. Srimati Geeta Bachu, Manager TGTPC, Sri Professor Prasad from IIT Hyderabad, Sridevi, Head Lab for JPL, industry leaders, electronic manufacturers, entrepreneurs, MSMEs, startups, consultants, and state partners. Good morning once again. On behalf of Jagadeesh Pvt, implementation partner of RAM TGTPC, I, Rajesh, Exim Consultant, extend a very warm welcome to every one of you. So this stakeholder consultation meet on the electronic sector under the Raising and Acceleration MSME program. Jagadeesh Pvt is a professional consulting and business advisory company focused on MSME development, international trade and industrial growth initiatives. It also provides strategic support in export-import management, market access, business expansion and government projects implementation. Jagadeesh Pvt specializes in trade facilitation, import substitution, export promotion, investment readiness and capacity building programs. We are honored to organize this important consultation in participation with Telangana Trade Promotion Corporation Limited under the RAM initiative. With the objective of strengthening Telangana's MSME ecosystem through import substitution, product development, quality enhancement, and global competitiveness. Today's consultation is not merely an industry meeting, it is strategic platform to discuss how Telangana can transform from being an importer of critical electronic products and components into globally competitive manufacturing hub. India today stands at a remarkable point in its economic journey. The country is moving steadily towards becoming a $5 trillion economy and eventually a $10 trillion economy. Manufacturing has been identified as one of the strongest pillars to achieve this ambition. The electronic sector is at the center of this transformation. India's electronic manufacturing industry has grown significantly over the last decade. However, despite this growth, the country continues to import a substantial amount of electronic products, components, sub-assemblies, semiconductor devices, sensors, connectors, PCBs, industrial automation equipment, and electronic hardware. The electronics import bill remains one of the largest contributors to India's trade deficit after petroleum products. So this creates both a challenge and a tremendous opportunity. So every product that is imported today represents a potential manufacturing manufacturing opportunity for an Indian MSME. This is where import substitution becomes a strategic economic mission. Import substitution is not about restricting imports. So just it is about creating domestic opportunities and capabilities. It is about empowering local industries to manufacture products that are currently sourced from overseas. It is about building resilience in supply chains. It is about creating employment. It is about retaining wealth within the country. And most importantly, it is about creating globally competitive enterprises. So, as Telangana MSMEs, import substitution offers opportunities in electronic components, control panels, sensors, embedded systems, industrial electronics, LED products, power electronics, EV electronics, automation systems, medical electronics, defense electronics, telecom equipment, smart devices, and IoT products. So the assessment is already done and will be presenting in some time. So those are the products which are identified based on certification. So those will be presented. The objective is simple: design in Telangana, manufacture in Telangana, supply to India, and export to the world. As we commence today's stakeholder consultation meet, I urge every participant to utilize this platform fully. Ask questions, share experiences, identify opportunities, build partnerships, explore new possibilities. Together, let us convert challenges into opportunities and opportunities into sustainable economic growth. On behalf of Jagadeesh Pvt, I once again thank all dignitaries, speakers, industry leaders, MSMEs, and participants for joining us today. I wish the consultation meeting great success and look forward to meaningful discussion that will contribute towards strengthening Telangana's electronic manufacturing ecosystem under the RAM program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the welcome address. And to provide an overview of the RAM program and the initiatives being undertaken, I would like to invite the representative of TGTPC, Srimati Geeta Bachu ma'am, manager of TGTPC. Please share your valuable insights with the audience, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Geeta Bachu and I am from Telangana Promotion Corporation. I welcome the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais and the MSMEs present here and my team members. I welcome you all to this stakeholders meeting in the electronics sector. Trade Promotion Corporation objective is to promote trade and infrastructure and also to create logistics infrastructure as well as we have our Kolkata brand notebooks, sales of notebooks. And apart from this, we are also the implementing agency for a few of the flagship programs such as Government of India programs such as Unity Mall, construction of Unity Mall and development of multimodal logistics park, establishment of irrigation project. So apart from all these things, RAM is also one of the flagship programs we are doing. And this is been taken by Government of India has launched this program to create the capacities, enhance the capacities and to strengthen the MSMEs. So under grant program we are implementing two projects. One is like import substitution and another one is identification of export champions through reverse bias sellers meet. These two programs we are doing with the partner agencies Jagadeesh Pvt. And under these two programs we have recently conducted few stakeholders program and one RPSM also. And it went on really well. The RPSM which we have conducted recently in the month of April, it went on really well and the MSMEs who have participated in this RPSM, they have benefited immensely and we have signed few MOUs also. Generally we people know what is buyer-sellers meet, but they don't know what reverse buyer-sellers meet. Here what will happen is in reverse buyer-sellers meet, we invite overseas buyers here. We invite the local MSMEs and we conduct a RPSM event and we invite overseas buyers for this RPSM. Such RPSMs we are about to do, some 9 or more RPSMs are about to conduct. So we were looking for a few more participants from the electronic sector here, but I can see only few of them are present today, which is really disappointing because this is one of the Government of India projects, Government of India project, and import substitution another a major project, sir, wherein we are planning to substitute, we are planning to prototype selected identified products from the electronic sector. Not only electronic sector, from the engineering goods sector also. Recently we have conducted engineering goods sector lo kuda మేము చేసాం, stakeholders meet చేసాము. దాంట్లో కొన్ని products identify చేయడం జరిగింది. ఆ product ని prototype చేసి దాని commercial production లోకి తీసుకొచ్చి దాన్ని మన లోకల్ MSMEs కి మనం సప్లై చేయొచ్చు. మన ఇంపోర్ట్ సర్చ్ ని మనం తగ్గించవచ్చు అన్న ఉద్దేశంతో గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా తీసుకొచ్చిన ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇది. And this is being done by Telangana Trade Promotion Corporation and Jagadeesh Pvt. ఇద్దరం కలిసి చేస్తున్నాం. But మీ సపోర్ట్, అసోసియేషన్ సపోర్ట్స్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. Whereas we are looking for at least minimum 30 to 40 MSMEs present here. We are not finding that. మాకు తెలియట్లేదు ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు, ఉన్నది అర్థం కావట్లేదు. We are following up, continuous follow up చేస్తున్నాం, మెయిల్స్ పెడుతున్నాం, టెలికాల్స్ చేస్తున్నాం, MSMEs రావాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం. మీరు వస్తేనే ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ లిస్ట్ అవుట్ మనం చేస్తాం ఆల్రెడీ. దాంట్లో ఏ ప్రోడక్ట్ని మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయొచ్చు, దేన్ని మనం ప్రోటోటైప్ చేయొచ్చు అన్నది మీ సజెషన్స్, మీ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ తీసుకొని మేము అది చేయగలుగుతాం. సో వై ఈజ్ దిస్, ఈ ఇంపోర్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ కింద మేము చేసిన తర్వాత దాని మార్కెటింగ్ యాక్సెస్ కూడా మేము చూపించినాం. సో దిస్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ ద హోల్ ర్యాంప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ which has been one of the implementing. We are the state nodal agency and the implementing agency. మా డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వచ్చేసి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కిందకి వస్తుంది, అండర్ ది ఏజెస్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్. సో మీకు తెలిసిన MSMEs ఎవరైనా ఉన్నా కూడా దే కెన్ కమ్ అండ్ జాయిన్ నౌ ఆల్సో, దట్ విల్ బి బెటర్ సార్. ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ గుడ్ మేజర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ టు బీ పార్టిసిపేట్ ఇన్ దిస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights with the audience. And now I would like to invite Srimati Sridevi Garu from Jagadeesh Pvt. Limited Director to overview the RAM program and also the import substitution under RAM program.
Good morning, Bharat. Present on the dais and the MSMEs who came for the program. TGTPC, Geeta ma'am, Cherlapally matladaru what is the import substitution and what is identification of export channels. ఈ రెండు ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ లో మనం ఇవాళ ఇక్కడ మీటింగ్ ఎందుకు పెట్టాము అంటే ఇంపోర్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మీద పెట్టాము. ఇంపోర్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ అంటే మీకు ఆల్రెడీ మీకు చాలా మీటింగ్స్ లో విని ఉంటారు. ఈ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ మనం చైనా నుంచో యూరోప్ నుంచో వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ దోస్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్. అది మనము ఇక్కడ మీరు చేసి అక్కడి నుంచి మనం చైనా కానీ యూరోప్ కానీ వేరే దేశాల నుంచి తెప్పించుకునే ప్రోడక్ట్స్ని మనమే తయారు చేసుకోవాలి. ఇది వన్ సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఆత్మనిర్భర్ భారత్ అని ఒకటి చేశారు. దాని కిందనే మనకి ర్యాంక్లో చేస్తున్నాం. అంటే లైక్ MSMEస్తో చేపిస్తే సో దట్ MSMEs స్ట్రెంథెన్ అవుతాయి. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కింద మేము 100 MSMEస్కి హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తాం. 100 MSMEs అంటే లైక్ 5 సెక్టార్స్ ఉన్నాయి. దాంట్లో ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ అండ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ గుడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అండ్ మెడికల్ డివైసెస్, ఫార్మా, ఇవన్నీ సెక్టార్స్ 5 సెక్టార్స్ ఉన్నాయి, క్రాస్ సెక్టార్స్. దీని కింద మనం 100 MSMEs హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తాం. మార్కెట్కి కూడా మనమే చూపిస్తాం. ప్రోటోటైపింగ్ కూడా మేమే చేసి మీకు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తాం. మీకు తయారు చేయడానికి అవసరమైనవన్నీ మేమే ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం, లైక్ TGTPC అని చెప్పి మీకు హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ సపోర్ట్ ఇచ్చి మీ ద్వారా ఇంపోర్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తే మనము మార్కెట్లోకి డంప్ అయ్యే బయట ప్రోడక్ట్స్ స్టాప్ చేయాలన్నది ఈ తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆర్ సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా ప్రోగ్రామ్. మీకోసమే నేను ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి చేస్తున్నాం ప్రోగ్రామ్. మేమే ఇస్తాము సపోర్ట్ అంతా, మేమే ఇస్తాం టెక్నికల్ సపోర్ట్, ప్రొటోటైపింగ్, డిజైనింగ్. మన ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఇచ్చారు మీతో మాట్లాడడానికి, అండ్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ కూడా మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు. దీంట్లో మీరు ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయ్యి ఏ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఫీజిబిలిటీ ఉందో ఇక్కడ మీరు చేయగలిగే, మన తెలంగాణ వాళ్ళు చేయాలి కదా, మీరు చేయగలిగే ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఫీజిబిలిటీ ఏముందో మీరు మాకు చెప్తే ఆ షార్ట్ లిస్టెడ్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసి మీతోటి ప్రొటోటైపింగ్ డిజైన్ అన్ని చేయించి మీకే హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ చేసి మీతోటి ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ తయారు చేస్తాం. అది ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఒక ఉద్దేశం. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఓన్లీ ఇక్కడ వరకే కాదు, మీరు తయారు చేసిన ఎవరు కొంటారు మేడం, ఆ కొనే వాళ్ళని కూడా మనమే మేడం చెప్పండి మార్కెటింగ్ కూడా మేమే చేస్తాం. అదొక్కటే కాదు, మీరు తయారు చేసిన ప్రోడక్ట్స్ మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేయడానికి బయర్స్ కూడా తీసుకొస్తాం. దట్ ఈస్ రివర్స్ బయర్ సర్వీస్. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మేమే చేస్తాం. మాకు మీ సపోర్ట్ కావాలి. మీరు వచ్చి ఇంట్రెస్ట్గా ఇది మేము చేస్తాము, మాకు అది ప్రొవైడ్ చేయండి. లేకపోతే మీరు చేస్తున్న దానికి మీకు ఏమైనా టెక్నికల్ సపోర్ట్స్ కావాలా, డిజైనింగ్ కావాలా, ప్యాకేజింగ్లో ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా, లేకపోతే మీకు ఏమైనా ఫైనాన్స్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా, ఏదైనా మనం మన ఏజెన్సీ ద్వారా మీకు ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం. సో మీకోసం చేసే ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇది. ఇప్పుడు మేము ప్రోడక్ట్స్ లిస్ట్ తీసినవన్నీ కూడా వేస్తాను. మీ నుంచి మాకు ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ కావాలి. లైక్ ఏ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ మీరు చేయగలరు ఇక్కడ తెలంగాణ చేస్తే ఆ వాటిని మీరు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉన్న ప్రోడక్ట్స్నే మేము సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. చేసి దాన్ని ప్రొటోటైపింగ్ చేసి డిజైనింగ్ చేసి మీకు మళ్ళీ మీ చేత అది చేయించడానికి అవసరమైన సపోర్ట్ కూడా మేము ఇస్తాం. సో ఇంకెవరైనా ఉన్నారా మీ వాళ్ళు, ఇంకా ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా మీ కాంటాక్ట్లో ఉన్న అసోసియేషన్, మీ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ కానీ ఇంజనీరింగ్ కోర్స్ కానీ ఎవరైనా ఉంటే ఇప్పటికైనా రమ్మని చెప్పండి. మన ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు. ప్రోగ్రామ్ 3 o'clock 4 o'clock వరకు ఉంది. ఎవరైనా ఉంటే కనుక మీరు కాల్ చేసి తెలియదు. ఇది యాక్చువల్లీ ఈ రోజు మనం ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టడం కోసం అంటే లైక్ దాని ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం మీరందరూ రావాలి, మేము చూపించిన. అదర్వైజ్ మీరేమన్నా కూడా చెప్పచ్చు, మేడం ఈ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ మనం బయట నుంచి తీసుకుంటున్నాము, ఈ ప్రోడక్ట్ మేమే తయారు చేస్తాము, మాకు ఈ టెక్నికల్ సపోర్ట్ ఇవ్వండి, లేకపోతే డిజైనింగ్ కావాలి, లేకపోతే ఈ మాకు ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఈ బ్యాంక్ నుంచి ఇది లోన్ కావాలి, మాకు ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, ఆ ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేస్తే ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ బయట నుంచి తెచ్చుకుంటున్నాం, మనం వేరే కంట్రీస్ తెచ్చుకుంటాం అని మనం ఇక్కడే చేయొచ్చు. మీ దగ్గర నుంచి కూడా మాకు ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ కావాలి. మీ దగ్గర ఏమైనా ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ నో ఇష్యూ. సో ఇంకా ఎవరైనా ఉంటే కూడా మీకు కాల్ చేసి పిలవండి. ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కూడా ఇక్కడే మీరు క్లారిఫై చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ టెక్నికల్ టీమ్స్ కూడా వచ్చారు, లైక్ ఐఐటి హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి వచ్చారు, ఇంకా సిఐటి నుంచి కూడా వస్తున్నారు. సో మీకోసమే ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్. కాల్ చేసి మీ వాళ్ళని ఎవరైనా ఇంకా వచ్చే వాళ్ళైతే పిలవండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the insights. To share the valuable insights on the role of the design and driven innovation and product development in strengthening domestic manufacturing and achieving import substitution, I am delighted to invite Professor Prasad Sir Garu, Associate Professor, Department of Designing from IIT. Sir, we request to kindly share your expertise with the participants, sir.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for inviting me for this meeting where we are looking at prospective MSMEs. Would like to take up some of the electronics manufacturing in their own organization so that we can reduce our dependence on the imports. So let me introduce. I am Dr. Prasad. I am currently working as a Associate Professor in the Department of Design at IIT Hyderabad. I hope most of you know IIT Hyderabad. It is somewhere near Sangareddy, it's around 5 kilometers from Sangareddy. As you know, it's one of the premier institutes in nationally and even in Telangana, one of the known technical institute. So we do have like any other engineering colleges, we do have many departments which talk about developing products and developing new technologies and new innovations. One of the primary reasons being here is to extend that expertise and facilities which we have at IIT Hyderabad, and if any of the MSMEs or any other startup or incubated companies are interested to collaborate and see how we can produce some of the components locally here in India so that we can avoid importing of these products. So I think this is a very important agenda both the state as well as at the national level. I think the MSMEs have to take up this initiative in a larger way, and we expect that there are more number of MSMEs join this. And some of the products which I was just seeing, some of the products which they have already listed, and it may also require some handholding from large scale industries. So I think that is also something which is essential so that we can develop an ecosystem. It's not that only MSMEs can drive this initiative, but there should be a kind of a cohesive ecosystem. There are large scale industries supporting. Say for example, all the fabs. I don't know how many of you are into electronics manufacturing. You need many of the things you cannot produce in your own facility. You still have to go to fabs or any other large scale manufacturers. So as you see right now, India does not have any full-fledged fab. Now there are many such fabs are coming up in different parts of the country. I think it will take some time, maybe a year or so that these fabs are functioning, and then the kind of products you are doing can be directly manufactured through this. But at the same time, maybe I have a presentation I can present to you at a later stage. But at this moment, I would like to share that there are many facilities and infrastructure at IIT Hyderabad. A few of them I just like to mention. One is known as a fabulous chip design facility. So any microchip which you want to develop, we have a prototyping facility where it can be produced in a smaller scale. Of course, we cannot mass manufacture. And also many of these testing and characterization, whether it is materials, semiconductor materials, solid state materials, or any other electronic product materials characterization, we have one of the largest in terms of the resolution, the kind of microscope facilities. It is mentioned that there are only 6 such microscopes in the whole world, and 3 of them are in, I don't know if you can guess, Samsung, or they are collaborating with TSMC, which actually manufactures these chips. And many of the Asian universities, including China, they don't have these kind of facilities. So we have these kind of facilities right next to your city or in city. So we can extend all those facilities. And we also have good. See, primarily they are an educational institute, and we get some of the cream of talent in the world, at least in India. But they are really good with problem solving capabilities, their understanding and their knowledge. So we can also use their capabilities so that they can address some of the industry relevant problems. So we can offer internship, their semester projects. There are many ways to engage with smaller MSMEs and other institutes, where they can get benefited. And we are already doing that. We are also working with many industries even through the same initiative. So as part of this RAMP initiative, we are also working on design interventions. Primarily, when we talk about design is where the human intervention comes into picture. Say, that way it does not have much of an implication in terms of core of electronics. Say, for example, if there is a satellite, which is primarily an electronic device, and there hardly any direct interaction happens with the satellite, right? So there is not much of a human intervention. But if you see all the things which you are currently interacting with, say, chair, table, cameras and all those things, so they are also the devices which are directly come in that is where design plays an important role. And many of the electronic products, whether it is mobile phones, cameras, computers, laptop, or any other devices, they do directly come in contact or they are interacted by the end users. So wherever such interactions happen, design plays an important role. Okay, so you may most of you are aware of this. If there are two mobile phones, smartphones, we normally prefer to use one phone which has better interface, better interaction. So they may be good at the specification levels. They may have same chip and same processing capability, same kind of screen, etc. But the one which gives a better interaction, a feel of using a good experience of using that product. So that is where the design plays an important role. So it's not just the technical part, but it's also about the how do we use things. So it may be a same building, but the way the building is designed and people like to use that particular space. So similarly, whether it is industrial product, whether it is a built environment or the architecture of a building, whether it is an electronic products, any type of products or tools used for human consumption, it involves certain element of design. So those are the aspects which we deal in our department, and we design products ranging from consumer products to drones, and even right now we are working on a project where we are designing passenger drones. Some of the countries like UAE and other countries, they are already testing the facilities for passenger drones. Now in India, this is one of its kind. There are already other startups in other parts of the country who are testing the passenger drones. It's more like it's called air taxis. So like now you book a Uber or Ola, you can book the air taxi which will take you from one point to the other point. So one of the challenges for that was that the project team which was involved in this, they got stuck with some electronic components which are not manufactured in India. So that is where the whole product development got slowed down and then we are not able to meet timelines. And recently you might be aware that all these issues of critical minerals and many of these components exports are restricted by China. So where we heavily depend on them. So this reliance on some other countries to develop your own innovation and technologies is something which can be eliminated or at least reduced to some extent if we develop some of these components. These are very basic components where there is no new technology is required. We already have a good understanding of technologies, but the issue is we cannot manufacture here. We don't have facilities, we don't have companies who have an expertise in terms of manufacturing. If you just ask us to make one or two components, we can make it, but this has to be produced in large quantities. I think these are the areas where we need to strengthen our MSME ecosystem. Not just MSME, but any other industrial ecosystem which builds a kind of a seamless supply chain where So I think it is important to build that supply chain so that whether it is related to design, I think somebody was mentioning that in terms of packaging. So for electronic packaging itself is a field of study where we have to look at how compactly we can put many of these electronic components in a small area. So maybe in my presentation I will show you a few of these examples. Though I am not from an electronics background, but we do design components, and nowadays it's very difficult to design something where you don't have sensors and any other IoT devices and network and other things. So I think going forward this is going to play an important role, and I think it's right time that we start entering into the manufacturing aspects of electronic components. I think with that I will give a pause here. So maybe as Geeta Madam and others also mentioned that it is important for us to know what are your challenges, what kind of challenges with the MSMEs in this particular domain are facing, and based on that we will be able to support from either from digital any other state government agencies or central government agencies. Maybe with that I stop here, but we would be eager to listen to you, and then we'll see how to take it forward. I have a small presentation, maybe I will make it at the later stage, but we want to listen from you. With that, I will give a pause. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the insights. Your perspective on design-led and innovation product development have provided valuable guidance to our MSMEs and industry stakeholders. We will now take a short tea break. Participants are requested to reassemble in the hall for the next technical session. Thank you. Let's start a session, like interaction session with the stakeholders and also the representatives. Please introduce yourself from the company and also the products you are manufacturing, and whether you are into exports or imports. Please kindly, the hall is open for you. The floor is yours. Please interact with us.
Hello. 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 I am from thank you. Test equipment wearing electronics measuring instruments like DC power supplies, meters, and embedded products, IoT based products. We are listening to hand-holding of these cameras manufacturing, CCTV cameras manufacturing, and battery charging stations, lithium-ion batteries. These are things that help us in design side and manufacturing or manufacturing.
So your company is located here in Cherlapally?
Yes. To have a contact number,
Yes, sir, we'll be in touch with you. Good to know that you have come up with your product line and your challenges and what support you are looking forward. I also ask others also to introduce themselves and tell us about their product line and what support they are looking for and what are the challenges you are facing. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, good evening. Gaurav from Accord Power Conversion Private Limited, located phase 2, and we are manufacturing SLPS for RO domestic and EV chargers for two-wheelers, and we have lithium battery unit also. So in that, in future our planning that we have in India manufacturing that solar inverters. Right now people are using and importing from China. So that is our next, in 2-3-4 months we have started that line. We have good facilities. So we have one unit at near Shamshabad. So we required your help on that. So how we have designers, but with one-to-one always is 11. So we required your help regarding that inverter side, how we design, how you help out, what is all these things. But thank you.
Sir, do you import anything?
Yeah, we import every month almost lakhs of rupees of material, like semiconductors, MPs, there's magnetic transformers, power cords. So many items we are importing.
You are willing to substitute those import products?
Yes, that is our planning. If we are planning to magnetic units also in our tariffs, we have planned. So if there also we have collaborated and put it one small setup for that, so it is help to us.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We started importing from last year, but we faced many things during this import. There is mostly restriction for electronic components only. So we are thinking, is there any probability to help us in this? Electronic products are mostly restricted in India. So we are thinking, is there any ability to help it?
Ma'am, what are the products you are importing?
Panel boards, small PCB controllers,
Yes,
tactile switches.
we have a list of the products which are imported with huge search value. We will be presenting that. You please select which one you wanted to do. We will support that.
Okay, thank you.
No. They want, we are supporting to do the products here, not for import.
My name is Pvt. My company name is BRL Automation. We mostly support manufacture mechanical components and export to US and Middle East. But I have a background of electrical and electronics. Somehow I was not able to produce any electrical or electronic because the support is not as encouraging as I felt before. I'm 10 years old in this area in Cherlapally. And also I support startup companies here from Telangana, Telangana Works. The startup companies have supposed to develop prototypes. And anything electrical, mechanical, whatever it comes, we produce and give it to them as a prototype and do it. But when it comes to import substitution, I'm going to look into a small project where we can go into mass production with the existing facility. Not that I'm going to put additional funds, but with whatever I have, if I can add something, a small amount, and get into production of any import substitution item. That would be great.
Have you identified any products?
No, that's why I came here.
Thank you so much. Okay, we will be putting the products here, like we will be sharing that.
It should be a viable project and it should
Yes.
it should not happen that we travel half the way and then you leave us somewhere on the road.
No.
This
This is not like that. After the completion of the product, we have to show you marketing also. That is also there in this program. So we will do that. We have to do that, we will.
I look forward to that.
This grant program is not a 1 year, 2 year project. It's like grant is going on now. It's a 2 years project. Apart from that, RAM 2.0 is also coming. The Government of India is going to launch RAM 2.0 as well. Because this is not one day thing or 2 day thing, 1 year thing or 1 month thing. It has like continuous, we have to continuously follow up, we have to continuously work on one project, then only we can reach the target. So commercial production, pre-commercial production, we have to work together and we have to show the marketplace also. This will take.
I came here also to see if there are any products display available. where
Yes,
we
sir.
have
Yes,
products.
sir. We have identified 30 plus products.
That gives us some kind of impression
Definitely. After
that
this
it is
tree
within
break,
our limit.
yes, sir. After this tree break, we are going to show you the 30
Wonderful.
plus
That would be
products
great.
list. So that you will have certain knowledge on what is the search ratio, what is the search value of such products, and which product you want to prototype also, you can share it with us. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.